Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. Hopefully, everyone is super excited for what is considered our Friday here on the show on Thursday. Tomorrow's our day off, so we're going to hit it hard, heavy here today in order to get things rolling, increase that bankroll, and make sure we come out in the profit.
How can you take a day off right now, Mindy
I
Hahn,
need
with
to rest. Mindy,
the hot streak you're on? Do you just take a day? Do you not give us any picks? Do we
no, that is not
not win?
true. I just get to sleep in tomorrow, so I don't have to get up at 5 a.m. to do like 20 write-ups on games.
Because I thought maybe all your subscribers don't get any winners on. They just take the day off. They don't they spend all their cash on Fridays. They don't even watch the games.
Not true. I mean, we still get the picks out for all of our subscribers. Anyone that wants to put information in the Discord, just it's our one day off from the show.
If you subscribe to our Team Steam picks, though, you're SOL on Fridays, but that's okay. Maybe that's
part of the deal.
Maybe that's why you should subscribe to Mindy Hahn and Ramon Scott. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Steam for Thursday, March 2nd, with the Midwest's premier sports handicapper, Mindy Hahn. I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the Morning Steam. We've got previews in the NBA 4-game card, NHL as well, big card, and college basketball, including, we're previewing 6 games, but don't forget there is early tournament action. There are a handful of matinees today getting started on
daytime sports.
Eliminating these teams. Get them out of here, some of these teams today, but I shouldn't be in such a good mood. I see everyone seems pretty excited in the comments, but I think we lost yesterday on Team Steam. Sure, Mindy Hahn's a leading
totally our fault.
Yesterday individually. Maybe I don't know. Now, all of a sudden, the expectations are so high. I feel like, I'm not saying you're letting us down. We let ourselves down. Mindy, 2-4-1 with Team Steam yesterday, but winning days for both of us. You had a good day. I somehow found a little bit of profit on my premiums. Got reverse sweep in the NBA, but I went 6-2 in college ball. So hello to Fernando here today. First up.
All right.
Chat. Yeah.
Early bird gets the worm. No prize, but instant gratification. Being first.
See, Ron said he had a darn good night. And I'm like, well, let's get to Team Hahn in here.
I know that. NBA winners. I saw it in the Discord.
Yeah, I felt, slighted a little bit with a result or two, but, it's handicapping. And actually, timing the market wasn't perfect for me. Here's Fernando. Here's Adam. Here's Kevin. Jan Fleece is here today.
Hello.
Want some MLB action? I don't know. Maybe I'll just throw out some rando. I've been putting, hey, you'd laugh at the size of my MLB bets, but I mean, you're not even supposed to be betting this stuff. So, I mean,
like $2, stuff like that.
Got to have some action on these, if you're going to keep an eye on it. They said that, and obviously everyone wanted to see some of the rule changes, but the first kind of national televised cable game was like the most watched spring training game in 7 years for ESPN. So, I think people want to see those big bases, see the pitch clock in action. So,
yeah, I have some friends, that are right down the street here that they're in Arizona watching the Cubs play yesterday. So,
oh man, great time.
I was there. They're all in flip flops and look kind of nice. I wish I was there.
Vandy over UK. I kind of teased that on the show. I said, I like Vandy. I had the total wrong, but I definitely said Vandy was the look there. I was basically, I think it was clear that I was Vandy and over, even though it was Vandy and under. But yeah, let's see. See, Greg, positive.
That's all you need. We got to win just a little bit.
I'm just going to leave you here, Mindy. You can talk to the chat and
Oh, Ramon, where did you go? Oh, here he comes.
Don't need me. I'm just not. I'm clogging up the the stream here.
No.
Let's get the wins. Come on, you guys. Yep. Jan wants baseball. Jan wants baseball. That's the thing about baseball. It's more about the market in a way. So I know who the Sharps are on. So they love to bet exhibition baseball. Scott is here today. Yeah, maybe Greg said bummer about the NBA card being so short. It is Thursday, that's well, Blake. I can count my winning for premium picks. I can count my, winnings. I think I don't need a calculator. I don't think. But Mindy, let's take a look. We'll go. Well, let's finish saying hello. Jeffrey's here today. Laker, right? It was maybe this is the right chemistry when the Lakers are down their big players and can get it done like they did last night. Maybe it's about those moves a little bit. Davis getting some criticism again. Awkward timing of him sitting out when the Lakers need these games. Cut him some slack. He's everything hurts if you're Anthony Davis. So Scott's not liking the NBA card. Scott says hockey is where it's at. Thomas Lewis here. I'm sorry, Ron. I was having some glitches, I think. Oh, Mark Dixon here today. Say hello to Mark.
Hello.
Thomas Lewis. Jeffrey says Devils and Lakers. Brent Cook here. Mark Luque. Walking spotted bear.
Good morning.
Here today as well. Gary Playa. Yep. And Fernando talking about the match yesterday. Rodney's going to spring training and the baseball classic.
Nice.
Who do you like in the baseball? Any picks for to win the tournament at all? Is USA a lock? Is Dominican? Can they do it? Kong in the house. Thought soccer was pretty light today as far as major competitions, right? So let's see. And hey, you want to welcome into the chat, Jim Chichiti. Great to have Jim here. Mindy, you can agree to this.
Yes. What the heck? I mean, how could the Coyotes give up a shorthanded goal on a power play with 3 minutes left in the game? Come on. Terrible. But I mean, the Stars, I absolutely outplayed the Coyotes. Had just an absolute ton of shots on goal. I mean, they should have. I think they hit 4 off the net, so off the post. So I mean, they probably should have really beat the Coyotes up, but they kind of gave it away all at the same time there.
With Team Steam, we had a winner in Toronto and Edmonton on the total. That was one of our 2 winners yesterday. So I don't mean to belabor that because take a look, Mindy Hahn once again on top of the handicapper leaderboards. I wouldn't say that anybody crushed the board yesterday, but I think you could take 5 and 3 every day and head to retirement, or at least be able to live your life. Mindy 5 and 3, Collins Brown 4 and 2, and then a bunch of cappers there in the profit. Take my $37, get some pizza,
right?
And I don't know, some snacks. And there you see, but still eight cappers in the green yesterday. Just a game over 500, except for Mindy, of course, and Collins. But for the week, before we get rolling here, Mindy up 2,200 units. I'm up 1,900 units. 1968, I'm up actually. That was embarrassingly the year I was born. So there you have.
I was not born in 2254.
42-32 over the last 7 days for you and I, Mindy. pretty good numbers, certainly. And for the last month, how about Mindy and I there? We're up 7,900 units over the last 30 days. I know that Mindy and I are seeing, you know, increased sales during this great push. Thank you to everybody. If you're one of our subscribers here in the chat, you don't have to say. We thank you very much. Uh, Here for the year so far, Mindy's just up 55 units. No big deal. It's only been 2 months, and you can carry that out if you want over a full year. You'd be able to live off sports betting, basically. Maybe pick up Mindy's year pass and just live off Mindy making making plays. Throw me in there too. Why not? Why not add another 3,300? So Mindy, pretty good. Good job. 8,871 units between us so far. The top two getters. Hats off to Nick. Certainly, also 25 units up this year. Carry his out a little bit to as many games as we've played. He's pretty much right there with me, and also our morning Steam team, which those are good numbers as well. Mindy, 10 and a half units. We'll take that. That's me and you and everybody in the chat up profitable this year. Great job, everybody. All right, Mindy, what's going on today at Tony'sPicks.com with this card? Know you'll be involved with this college card for sure, right? This is crazy.
Yeah, came up so far. I have 5 games in college, so went ahead and put a 5-pack out there. Also have 2 games in the NBA, 1 in the NHL, so went ahead and added those together. NHL, NBA, Thursday night profit maximizer, guaranteed 3-pack. Those will probably be my plays here for today. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to come up with much more. I think I might be set. Maybe I have one in NBA I might be looking at, and 2 in the NHL, but I'm not really expecting those to get into range of where I like to have my odds. Okay. How about you, Ramon? What you got today?
Well, I don't know if anybody is too interested in this, but I will say that there are, like I said, there is a matinees today in college basketball. So if you are interested, I was able to. I don't know, the way I feel right now, Mindy. It's not so much finding premium plays. It's about finding the premium play in each game. I'm seeing the board that well right now. I know you are as well. So it just feels like you just look at the game and like there's either there is or there isn't, but there seems like I'm leaving a little bit on the table. So how about a conference tournament early Thursday, 3-pick pass? These will be 3 games that are before the main slate of games, even the one that starts off the afternoon here in just a couple of hours. So $30, 3 plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. Get your bankroll started early on Thursday and roll into that night action with a 3-pack. Let's go 2-1 or 3-0 preferably, and get that started. 6-2 yesterday on that college run, Mindy. That's where I've been doing most of the damage. Through this whole streak. I know you've been just terrific in all of them. I think for me, it's been a lot of college ball. There you are up 2,500, though. I'm up 2,200. But over the last 30 days, you see there, I'm up 2,400 units in college basketball over the last 30 days. And you and I both up 13 units over the last 7 days, nearly $200 of profit a day. In college basketball. Thanks everybody for putting up with that. Make sure you use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages. You're about to get some free complimentary picks here on the show. Daniel got his comment up there the whole time about the Coyotes as we talked about that.
Was disappointing.
So Verley's here. He had a great night as
nice.
well. Man, did you guys... wondering if the chat, Mindy, kind of didn't give us the best plays.
No, I think we went against the chat maybe a little bit too much yesterday.
Oh,
I remember a couple times that we were like,
Okay,
"Oh, it
I was
doesn't matter
gonna
what you think,
say.
Pat. We're gonna take this one."
Okay, I was gonna say examples, but I, didn't want to
I
leave
think
you
it might have
stranded.
been which one? Maybe the
Angel
Magic.
rays. Which
I
one
think,
do you think, Mindy?
I think maybe the Magic. I think that was
Really?
one. Yeah. So I don't
See,
know.
the chat, they're not gonna. Yeah, and in NBA I was mad because I went 0-3 and I was like, man, I really want to go big in this card. I mean, teams I liked. I mean, I'm one of those guys. Let me tell you who I had after the fact, but Phoenix did it for us. But man, Detroit, I wasn't trusting Chicago on the road there, man. Wow. And we gave out winners on the show. I mean, Brooklyn Knicks over. I gave out a winner there.
So I said we had lots of winners, or just not the ones we
Yeah.
had the consensus
I
on.
was ready to roll with the Sixers even without Embiid, but I just kind of kept it to myself as far as a money play. I love the spot for Philly, and they were just fine in that spot. So Memphis, Houston under I gave it out on the show. You gave out Memphis, right?
Right.
So some good play. You stuck with the Lakers there, and I gave out the over in that game. So there were, winners out there that we gave out. Man. Okay, Angel, hello.
Yeah, I haven't seen Angel for a couple days. Glad you're back.
See if we got anything. Okay, I want to read what Ron has to say about McDonald's. Okay, this is
Yeah,
important.
it is
Okay, he
important.
went to order 2 McDoubles. They have no cheese. He was livid. He was. I hope he wasn't one. We see these incidents, Ron. I hope I know Ron is not going to be on a viral video tomorrow yelling about cheese on his McDoubles, but I'm probably going to switch if they don't have some cheese at McDonald's as well. Especially on my bacon McDouble.
Right.
So I know people can get real Tyrone's here, really upset with the.
Yeah, I mean, like him, I'd be like more upset about the no barbecue sauce. I'm, not a real.
Oh, did he say there was no bar?
Yeah, so like the second part of that was, he ordered the 20-piece nugget instead, and then no barbecue sauce.
Yeah, and of course, the machine's never down, right? They've already cleaned it for the night, and they just don't want to make any shakes.
Right. Right.
So, all right. Mindy could buy a McDonald's
A franchise? Yeah, maybe
line here.
we can do the pizza sports betting franchise and also the McDonald's sports betting franchise.
We'll never run out of. And their barbecue sauce, I mean, I don't know. I'm a Sweet Baby Ray's.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
I like the hickory brown sugar.
I like the Sweet Baby Ray's as well. Good
Okay.
stuff. Because I love the pulled pork on like a potato with cheese, a barbecue sauce. That's probably my fave.
I think I'm gonna get some burnt ends delivered here if I can win
That's right.
tonight. If I can win the morning games, I'm gonna have some burnt ends delivered for lunch. All right, Tyrone here. Good to have you. Just man, everybody in the chat, love having everyone here. So
Yeah. See, we only have like say one Wendy's in like probably like 50-mile radius. And so there's cars usually lined up all around. So it's like I never get Wendy's at all because I'm not a person that likes to wait in line. So
no,
I want to go elsewhere.
Sure, I'm glad they invented the apps though, so you don't have to like explain what you're doing at the thing. You just say, "Hey, I'm order number whatever," or "I'm Ramon," and get your food. Kong's climbing through the drive-through window to
Hulk smash. I'm hungry too, though. That's what happens. I usually try to wait, and I'm too busy in the morning to eat, so I wait till after the show. So yeah, it makes my belly growl here while we're talking about food. That's for sure.
Thomas has to get his Whopper wrapped in lettuce.
Oh.
Shannon Moore here today. Hello, Shannon.
Uh,
Hey, Barry Smith. Good to have you, Barry. Terrell's here. Mark and I are going to chow down with burnt ends and his bride. Barbecue sauce on the dress. How about where did I see talking about no cakes at weddings? The thing you want to have is a dessert truck.
what?
I don't know. I've never been married.
A
Terrell's
dessert truck?
Chick-fil-A. I had Cane's for the first time here in Las Vegas. They built one right next to me when I was in San Diego. Speaking of lines, the lines
Right.
are too long. I never went there. I saw the line was short here in Vegas. I went there, and I would say worth the hype. I would say, I'd say it was, worth the.
You got the cognac combo?
I just got I think that's all you can get, right? It's kind of like.
Well, they have it like you get like anywhere from what, like 3 pieces to like 6 or something.
I think I got the 3-piece, and I thought everything was, from the toast to the slaw, it was all good. Even the soft drink was, it's a fine. Even the soft drink's got to be right with the right ice. So,
Right.
all right.
I always like the
Good
big straws.
here.
I always think that's why McDonald's has the best drinks, the big straws.
All right. If everybody doesn't stop coming, we'll never get this show started. But I could always stop, but I can't. I love to see what everybody. Maybe they Arby's. Which direction? I mean, I'm an Arby's guy. I like Arby's, so
I do like Arby's a lot.
Barry Smith, what about EuroLeague basketball? I am so tempted to step in and get my EuroLeague, as we're getting later into the season here. And I always end up watching the games too late. Like, oh God, the Euro game started. And then I go in there and, never get any premiums. Or I think Nick do give some premiums, but I don't know, Nick Lagaretos, but I don't know if he has been as heavy this season in it. So, you mean the cheddar cheese sauce, TJ, or just because my go-to, I just get like I like the roast beef, cheddar cheese sauce, and bacon, and a regular bun.
See, I prefer the French dip. That's probably my favorite, and the mozzarella sticks. That's like my go-to.
Yeah, gotta have those mozzarella. No matter how I guess they could just make them $10. I'd still get them.
All right.
So I do like those. I don't know. I've been getting those for years. I like that macaroni and cheese they have as well.
I haven't tried that though, but I see it advertised on TV all the time.
Yeah. TJ, you know what I say? I don't get the red sauce, but when I forget and accidentally get it on there, I don't mind that it's on there. Okay, let's get rolling, Mindy. That's what happens when you come on the air and you're hungry, I guess.
Right. That's what I'm saying. All right. At least we're getting to know everyone's food habits.
Everybody's
who we don't want to
Is that what you meant about Arby's, the 180? Like people used to make fun of Arby's a little bit, right? Or something, but Jay Peasy, he's got the EuroLeague play today, EuroLeague play for us. I thought I saw some Euro Steam, and I guess I could,
give us the Euro Steam. Nice.
I could give out the Euro Steam. I mean, some of these have moved big time, and I don't want to delay the show too much because we want to get to our big plays. But I mean, there are a handful of games today, and there were Steam moves. If anybody, I don't know, is anybody truly who is, the great thing about EuroLeague is the time of it. It's, for me, it comes on like 10 in the morning. So, I could run through some of them, I guess. But, all right. Let's get rolling with our sports. But great to know that there are. So I'll post them I'll post them. Hey, let me tease the Discord, then we'll start the show.
Okay,
maybe I can post those Steam moves in the Discord. For me, I'd have to get a handicap out and then, kind of use the market move. Certainly, I mean, I've been watching the EuroLeague with the,
right.
But Well, but not just I'm not feeling like I could come in with some premiums just yet or even get a I haven't bothered getting handicaps together, but we're getting late in the season. So let's look at the Discord. I want to invite everyone to join us in the Discord at Tony's Picks. And here it is. I'll pop it up in the chat. Get approved, start contributing to the conversation. It's going to pick up, I have a feeling, also with baseball season
Right.
here. So, all right, we're up to 80 and we haven't gotten started. So let's
They
roll.
love our food talk, I guess, Ramon.
Yeah. Walking Spotted Bear got converted to Korean baseball through the pandemic, I guess. All right. NBA action. Mindy for today, just a 4-game card. Let's roll with the free picks rundown. Start with the Raptors on the road, going up and playing the Wizards here. The Raptors are -1.5. The total 223 in this one. We'll just mention here, I believe. Let me see. There was some steam came in here on the over. Is that total? Yeah, 220. 223. They steamed it over this, and it came back down a little bit. Almost
Yeah,
considerably.
that was pretty wild. When it didn't go up to like 226, 227, something like that. I thought.
Well, I don't know
But then
about
it
that
came,
high.
but then it came back down because I thought that's what I saw.
Okay.
Like maybe the opening was, or
Yeah, 226 for sure. 227, you said? Okay, wow. I mean,
yeah,
wow. To me, that
yeah, because it was one of those when I first went into Tony's site to take a look at some of the lines. I saw that number and I went back and looked at my, report of the lines that I download, and I was like 223, and it said 226 right in there. And so yeah, and then I came back out and went back in, and it was like 224. So I'm like, that was pretty wild move, real quick there.
all right. Huh. I'm interested
Oh.
to hear what you have to say then.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take the Raptors, though. They're 5-1 against the spread here in Washington, 2-1 over their last 3 games. So you're playing really nice defense, only allowing 102 a game here. They also, the Raptors really take care of the ball, right? I mean, they have the fewest turnovers in the NBA. I'm going to go ahead and take the Raptors here today.
Mindy on the Raptors today. I don't know if I can end up on Toronto on the road in this spot necessarily. It was not anything that indicates overwhelming situation here, especially Toronto playing as well as they are right now. So I can get why you're going to be on the Raptors here. Don't trust them at all on the road, especially as a favorite. Now, granted, it's only 1.5 points. So who called the over? Gary Player? That's where I'm headed to the over for sure. You mentioned it. You mentioned the opener as high as it was. My number goes high. Could be maybe I'm in need of an adjustment to my numbers. Certainly, both teams have been playing low a little bit, but in general, look, I mean, Washington 15-11 to the over at home, Toronto 17-13 to the over on the road. So I'm going to end up on the over. Yeah, Ron, I might agree with here, but Jim's with you. It's good to have Jim here too. I know I mentioned that, but just want to shout out new faces in the chat.
Right. Then Alvin's here today as well.
Great. Yeah, and Barry's our new guy. Barry, you might be our Euro correspondent. And then I saw one other comment talking about Darren. I want to say hello to Darren Laron. And Darren, please, can you join me in the Discord? And just because the time here, I talked for so long, and I don't know if there's a lot of interest in Euro, but there were I believe 16 moves on today's game. So if you're interested in those, I don't know if I'll have a handicap today yet. I didn't know we were so hot on Euro, and I wanted to play some premiums, but um, it's hard, Mindy, because you don't want to sell, and even it doesn't matter win or lose. If things aren't getting purchased, it's almost like, oh, I'm building up my record with a sport that no one's buying it anyways. Not that you don't want to. However, I mean, if you go 10-0, people don't care. They'll start buying the plays and playing it without. But still, the case being, when you start out on those, that's why sometimes on some of the sports, really it's got to be a lighter card or something like that. If I'm hot in college ball, I might not play any. Start my Euro. It's kind of like my soccer. We got started with some Champions League, and I haven't really come back to much, even though there's been some good high profile games here to start the year. So Burley Wizards and the Wizards taking the Wizards. Barry wants MLB. I don't mind, I don't mind. I mean, I'm watching enough games that like I said, I'm sprinkling all over the place. Just, Arby's money on exhibition games
Right.
because, I'm not going to put $100, even $100 on an exhibition. It's just the way it is. But I like to watch the games. I got to have a little bit of pain, even if it's just a sawbuck. So Raptors playing well. Mark Luque, Wizards and the points. Everybody's making fun of that. You guys in the Discord are making fun of the
I think that was
Avalanche.
Brent in the Discord. Yeah.
Oh, was that
I
okay?
think so.
Yeah,
Goodness.
Darren, if you hopefully get in there.
Yeah, and I know that Blake, he put out a proposition too that everyone needs to come, tell your friends, so we could break the record on Saturday. That's what he wants to do for
That
live.
was interesting. Really appreciate that. I'd like to do it organically, but I think if it's driven by the chat, that stands as organic, right? I mean, it's not something like we didn't come up with that idea, so I think that's legit. Okay. All right. Hi, Curtis. How you doing? Okay, so Mindy, you're on Toronto, and I'm on the. Oh, let's get rolling. Let's really talkative today. All right. Next up, the 76ers and the Mavericks. Mavericks 3.5 at home here, 227.5. We saw the Sixers. Yeah, maybe Embiid waiting for this spot. And like I said, I mean, I loved the Sixers. I was like, I was gonna put the Sixers in a premium and say with Embiid or not, I like them. And I'm like, I don't know if my subscriber's gonna go for that in that spot. Even though the spot was great for this spot's fine for Philly, I think, even with the back to back. I mean, Dallas is that funky, terrible cover team. What do you think?
I mean, I think the 76ers came in huge last night. I feel like they're going to come in huge here tonight. I like the Sixers. They are 3-1 against the spread versus the Mavericks over the last 4. They also outshoot the Mavs from all areas of the court. 2 from 2, 11 from the line, 2 from 3. They're having the better defense right now, only allowing 102.33 points per game. Mavericks, on the other hand, allowing way over 117. I like the Sixers today.
I do too, and I'm going to go with them, especially it's a Scotch lock. I almost feel like this will be the spot where they'll catch us, but who cares? We're going to take all the money that we've made with, with Philly and fading the Mavs. And I like this, even if this is typed in incorrectly by Angel, like he meant to say, I don't trust them. But the Mavericks don't trust me. That's I would rather say it that way, right? I don't trust the Mavericks, and the Mavericks don't trust me. That's Fernando on the Sixers. I love that, Angel. He doesn't like the game, though, really, actually. Sixers money line here. Barry Smith on the Mavs. Looks like everybody's on the Sixers, and not only the bench. I don't want to say, look, we know the Mavs already had a problem covering, right, numbers. And now you add Mr. Chemistry, Kyrie Irving. Is there a coincidence here? Are they going to just be a total? You guys, it's so overwhelmed. This is about as consensus could get.
Right.
Everybody's on the Sixers. We're all on the Sixers. If the Dallas wins, we'll just congratulations to Kyrie Irving and Luka. But again, what would crazy Mark Cuban would, acquire he's probably the type of guy that Mark Cuban's like, oh, I can straighten this guy out. I'm Mark Cuban. Bury the Mavs trust
the shark.
I like the Mavs. I don't trust the Mavs, and the Mavs don't trust me. That's the way I'd rather. I like the way you said that. Okay. All right. There's a premium consensus.
Number 1.
Philly. It's got to be Philly back to back. Don't care. Dallas, terrible against the spread. I didn't even quote it. I quote it every show. What is it now? 11-19, or 13-28 as a favorite. 13-28 against the spread as a favorite. Pacers and the Spurs. The Pacers coming in laying 5 points here at the Spurs. Total 238 in this one.
Yeah, I kind of have this one coming up as a split in my modeling here. So going to go ahead and take a look at the total. I'm going to go under. It's 6-1 the Spurs last 7 when their opponent puts up a 100 or more in the previous. Also 1-2 right now against the spread. 106 points a game over their last 3, ranked 21st in field goal percentage here as well. I'm going to go under the total.
All right, Mindy goes under. I'll lay it with the Pacers here, with everybody coming in the chat. Maybe there'll be another bad effort for the Spurs. They can't get it done. Ron's on it. Kong's on it. Maybe I can look to the under here later. I'm just not sure right now. Maybe if we're in Indiana, I might be willing to think that it could be an under, because San Antonio definitely can get pretty weak offensively on the road. Here's Scotch says Indiana, right? Look, can we think that Indiana may? Yeah. Well, yeah, right. We did, Greg. I get it. With him back, on the report, but I feel like it's good to go. This is my one concern, and that why you're seeing it probably here on the show is the play. But Thomas is not scared. He'll take the Pacers. Brent says Pacers own this meeting over the last 6 or 7 years. Here's a prop for Turner. Yep. Okay. Let's take the Pacers here, and Mindy will take the under in this one. All right, last game, NBA Thursday night. The Clippers are a road favorite at the Warriors. What?
I don't know.
The Warriors out again. Let's see. Wiggins out. Poole probable. Okay.
Well,
there's a couple others, but those are the big. I'm not. Go ahead, Mindy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that the Warriors are 3-0 right now at home, only allowing 103 a game here. I'm gonna take the Warriors 4-0-1 against the spread the last 5 here on a day's rest. Clippers, they're just allowing too many points, and it's one of those that the Warriors are also still ranked second in scoring at 118. Clippers 23rd at 112. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Warriors at home. I like getting a little bit of money here, a little bit of plus points.
Got some support here for the over. Jim Chichiti with the Warriors. Warriors is a home dog. I'm all about that. And the Clippers, speaking of chemistry, of course, they just recently destroyed theirs, so they're going to be in big trouble moving forward. With the acquisition of Westbrook, they've ruined their season probably. And I'm taking the Warriors. There's a home dog. I don't know how many. But I believe they're on a bit of a winning streak as a home dog, and it's not happening a lot, even with them being a bit down this season. But Warriors home dog, I'm all about that here. Division game against the Clippers for sure. Probably a premium, Mindy. I'm going to give it out right here with you on the show. We got to get our record up.
That's right.
Team, we lost our 2-day winning streak here. Jan's on the Warriors, Fernando on the Warriors. Moneyline Mills going on the under here. I'm kind of neutral right now. My lean was over, but let's see what the market does. Okay, Thomas says Clippers. I think that means they fall behind. I don't think I have Prize Picks.
I can't play Prize Picks in Iowa. Boo.
Okay. I can't either. Are they just giving out money?
They are. It looks pretty cool, Ramon. From what I, saw from it.
Well,
you're basically just doing over-unders on player props mostly, it looks like. So.
Yeah, but somebody's got to be losing. I did see just within the last day or two mentioned, I don't know if anybody follows the, sports betting industry. I like to that one of the fantasy prop sites is that was sold is shutting down, and it's a pretty popular one. I don't know if you guys are familiar. You guys might be familiar with this one, Monkey Knife Fight. That's a real thing, Mindy. Monkey
Yeah,
Knife
I'm
Fight.
not familiar.
Monkey Knife Fight, similar to Prize Picks.
Okay.
They're closing down. They were actually sold, I believe, to a casino corporation. I want to say it was Bally's, and they are shutting down. So just there, I think we'll see consolidation in the industry eventually with some of those sites. The big guys might swallow up those little guys. I know we were bashing on DraftKings. Maybe they'll struggle with their inability to cater to sharp players, but um, they're still pretty big right now. I mean, they're publicly traded, even though their stock took a tumble. It went up about a week ago, but then tumbled right back down. Here's Golden State money line for Moneyline Mills, of course. He's not all about money lines, trust me. Yeah. And the numbers gang will get. I don't know if they'll transfer to a casino side or probably just provide the refunds. It's not a bankruptcy thing or anything like that. Just going to shut down the site. The reason why they made their name, Mindy, is because of the name. I mean, come on, Monkey
Right.
Knife Fight. Who would have known? It's a daily. It's a day. Basically
Someone's
a
gonna
daily
remember it. Yeah.
fantasy site. So all right. All right, let's get back to sports betting, Mindy, so we can. I'm keeping an eye on that little number up there. What was it, 112, you guys, that we need to get? I don't remember.
Yeah, 112. That's where we're sitting.
Let's get to college basketball. This is a big card. It's a crazy card, right? Because we've got Big Ten action here. We've got other conferences, Pac-12 in action tonight. We've got other conferences wrapping up their season, and we have conference tournaments as well. So, but here we're going to stick to some bigger teams, some bigger games, Michigan and Illinois in this one. And I'm showing right now Illinois is going to be a home favorite here. This is game number 733, 734. Illinois -5, -5, 144.
Yeah, so Michigan, they're pretty terrible on the road, but playing a lot better here as of late. 6-3-1 against the spread in the last 10. Illinois 6-4 in the last 10 against the spread. Michigan, though, 4-1 against the spread the last 5 following an ATS win. Illinois, on the other hand, only 1-5 in the last 6 Thursday games. I'm gonna go ahead and take Michigan here on the road, getting the 5 here.
Yeah, it went up a point. I'm gonna take Michigan with you, Mindy. I feel like they're the team playing just a little bit better right now. So, getting 5 points. I'm gonna take Michigan here. Butterscotch, though, gotta trust him here a little bit with the bounce back with the Illini. So I don't know. It's gone up. The move does worry me a little bit, but the fact that I was kind of leaning Michigan. Look, maybe the trends might say Illinois a little bit. Is that good or Mindy? Is that good or bad? I don't gravy. Good.
Good.
People like gravy, right?
Gravy's good, yes.
Okay. I don't like gravy.
You don't? I know other people that don't like gravy. I think gravy's like the best part of the mashed potatoes and gravy.
Okay, so you're like on the the SNL skit where they drink the gravy
For sure.
by the gallon.
For sure. I think it's a Midwestern thing. What do you think? A lot of the folks that I know that don't like gravy are from the coast there. Maybe it's because we have the warm comfort foods more often. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty picky eater. I'll tell you that.
You like what you like, right? Like what you like.
JPZ here today. So, anyways, Mindy, yeah, Illinois may be the slightly better cover team here. Thank you, Kong. I think I don't know, that ties the record, whatever. Let's keep going so we can build this number. Thank you to everybody, by the way, if you're new here. Thank you for this moment, our new record, I believe, of viewers. Thank you so much. And also thank you to everybody who watches the show later on in the day. So, all right. Get to work, TJ. All right. All right, Mindy, Michigan it is for us.
All right.
Taking them plus the points on the road. Let's take a look next at Central Florida and Temple. Temple, here's a 1-point favorite. A 1-point favorite. So it went to 2, and now it went back down to 1. And the total is still 134.5.
Well, I just really like UCF here based on their pace of play adjusted numbers, um, especially over the last 10 here against the spread. Temple, they're 5-4-1 against the spread in the last 10. UCF 5-1-1 in the last 7 here after an ATS win. The Owls are 0-6 though in their last Thursday games, and the road team is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings here. I'm going to take UCF today. I actually have them, winning here by, winning this one outright. So I like them here today.
Mario's with you on the Knights here against Temple. I was feeling the other side. I'm just going to lay low on this one. I'll take the over with these two teams. They both have gone 7-3 to the over in their last 10 games, and also Temple plays a little bit to the over as a favorite. They're 10-6 as a favorite, and they're the slight favorite right now. Burley says he's been cashing with Temple, but they have been failing of late. Let's see. They covered that number against Cincinnati, even though they lost. They were in a little bit of funk there in mid-February. Butterscotch is with me on the over. All right. Mindy's on Central Florida. I'm on the over here. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it.
In the chat. Woo.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Smoking the record. Smoking it.
Not jinx us here.
All right.
Very happy to have you. Stanford and Oregon State heading up to Corvallis in this one. Stanford on the road. There's a 5-point favorite or so. Let's see. Stanford -5, 131.5.
Yeah, both Stanford and Oregon 5-5 against the spread. Can't really find a big lean in this one. I'm going to go over the total here. Stanford, they're an all-over team. Oregon State maybe a little bit under, but both defenses are totally terrible, Ramon. You got 287th for Stanford, 230th for Oregon State, going over the total.
No, I get that. I do get that. You're right. Oregon State, they are an under city for sure, and Stanford is kind of the opposite. So that's what we're, Oregon State at home. Look, they're not very good, but neither is Stanford, right? So here comes Butterscotch is on Stanford here in this one. Mindy's on the over. I'm going to come in. Here, let's see. I'm going to come in with Oregon State in this one. They are 12-9 against the spread as a dog. So I'm going to side with them here, I believe, in this one. Stanford did crush them in the first meeting at Stanford, 67-46.
Yeah, that's a beatdown.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to Tanner. We'll get there, Tanner. We got that game previewed for you coming up in just a little bit. Brent's going to be with me here on Oregon State. Yep, great turnout, Matt. Thanks to everybody. All right. Mindy on the over in Stanford and Oregon State, and I'm on the Beavers. No surprise. Okay. Purdue and Wisconsin here. Whiskey going to be favored. I'm sorry, of course, Purdue. Mindy's favorite guy. Purdue -4 still. Yep, 4 and 128.
Well, I have Wisconsin in this one. I'm taking the points here. They're just one of the teams that I guess are on the bubble, right? The last 4 in, perhaps, maybe a little bit of momentum trying to come into this. Both teams are 4-5-1 against the spread in the last 10. But Wisconsin's just a better home team. Purdue 0-4 versus a team with a winning record on the road. Wisconsin 4-0 versus a team following a straight up loss. Home team 7-2-1 against the spread in the last 10 head to head here as well. I maybe have Purdue winning this by a couple points, but I like Wisconsin here getting +4.
Well, this might be a first. This might be the first time that Mindy and I are going to veto the Scott. This is a challenge between one of our first and original chat members, Butterscotch. It's the Scotch lock of the day. Mindy and I are on Wisconsin in this one. So Curtis is on Purdue also. Rocco says, maybe this is how Purdue gets it back after losing 3 of their last 4 games. So I don't know, Mindy, you saw the game, the way Wisconsin was able to hold Iowa down. I know Edie's a different animal, certainly. Hello to Lucky. Jim Chichiti's here with us.
Butterscotch is all over for that challenge, though.
He doesn't mind a good challenge. Brent's on with us, though. It's not a unanimous situation. So Rocco says Edie will eat, if you will.
Right.
We're doing under for Tanner. So it's a mixed bag in the chat. It's not like everybody's on Purdue here. And quite frankly, I didn't think it would be 4 points. But, Purdue still got that low number by their name. So they're, going to be favored, of course. I see Spill. Shannon Moore, first half play here. Jeffrey, Purdue, and under. So I'd say the chat is favoring Purdue now slightly. We're going to be in the minority here with Wisconsin, Mindy, and I. And good thing we're off tomorrow. Everybody will forget on Saturday.
Right. They won't have to even mention this game.
They won't even remember. Butterscotch, 48 hours from now, Scotch will be,
the Scotch Lock Challenge. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. There's more Purdue for them now. Oh, man. Boy, this has turned out to be something else.
Right.
Never thought I'd be here 30 years ago. I am having a great time with you guys. Hey, Mindy, say hello to Hosehead.
Hosehead? Is that like the blue hose for Presbyterian? That's always my fave.
Oh, I wonder if it is. Now, I don't think that.
So it's the nylon stocking over the head. Is that what we're going?
No, I like I like the fact that maybe Hosehead is indeed from Delaware.
Oh, okay.
Tell us you're from Delaware, Hosehead.
All right.
Maybe not though. Maybe okay. Yeah, Thomas. Yeah. Kong's got 80 with a big day. If he gets that right there, Mindy, I think we're probably in trouble.
Right.
I don't know, maybe or maybe he could be a one-man show in this game talking about I don't know if it is Butterscotch.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no on this one.
Say Hosehead. And we're glad to have Hosehead. Hopefully Hosehead, good comment and good indication you could be a great contributor. Let's hear it from you.
In Strange Brew, okay.
Okay, that's an older.
Yeah, I haven't seen that forever.
All right, you wanted that Arizona and SC game, and I didn't know if this was a situation where Arizona favored on the road. It's down to 1.5 now. When I saw the line, I'm like, this is a game where I'm gonna. Well, let's just hear from the top handicapper on any of the multi-handicapper sites right now. I think, prove me wrong, anybody in our chat, I don't know, maybe nobody goes to those other sites. Hopefully you don't. But let's go to the hottest handicapper on any of these multi-capper sites and see what she has to say, Arizona and USC.
Well, I don't like what you just did with me on that line, Ramon. I mean, I think this one is going to be a 2-point game. I just think that's kind of the way that it's going to be here. So I was looking at this with Arizona giving up the 2.5. I think Arizona is probably going to win it, by a bucket, perhaps. I was going to take USC here at home. And that's probably the only reason, right? Just because they're the home team kind of in this one. I have, like I said, Arizona winning by 1 or 2, the slimmest of margins. Okay. But the underdog here head to head is 6-2 in the last 8 meetings. plus Arizona, only 3-5 against the spread on the road. I think that's why I have to go ahead and take USC. I'll probably still stick with them here and take the home team plus a little bit of insurance there.
I think the Wildcats are going to be a popular public side, and I think the move is sharp here. So hopefully, I'm giving us the boost that we need to take USC here and make you feel. Look, I mean, I don't need to help you boost your confidence right now. I don't think, but sound like in that game you're up, disappointed about the move because you think it's really really close.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just kind of confirm it with you. Let's take USC. They can win this game for sure. I would think tonight. Um, I know. I think Tanner's on Arizona. I think Arizona's the public side for sure here. The move is on SC. I don't know what Tom. Did we take USC? I don't know what that. Okay.
No, he just took it already. Like he got it at plus 2.5, I think.
Oh yeah, He took.
Oh.
I took USC. Probably was doing the verbal or whatever, and it's a U. Yeah, he took USC already. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, he took USC already.
Yeah, it started doing the USC and just put that down. Got it.
Yeah, so definitely a public split here. Did I miss Scotch's play on Arizona? Oh no, I did put it up there, but Brent's with Scotch on Arizona. Shannon's on USC and the under. The number looks high. I mean, I was like, I was going, I like the over in this game, but number is pretty high, 155, even for these two. Still leaning over, but I don't know. Keith Arway, hello and welcome. Joining us. Great to have you.
From New Jersey. Hockey fan? Devils fan?
Okay. All right. There's USC for a play there. Washington State and Washington. Washington State is the favorite here by 1.5. Total is 134.
Well, they're kind of another interesting matchup here for me, but I'm taking Washington State as a road team. They are 5-1 against the spread in the last 6. Underdog 20-7 against the spread in the last 27 meetings. A pretty big trend right there. Washington ranked 326th in scoring efficiency versus the 121st ranked defense here for Washington State. The only thing that kind of concerns me a little bit is Washington has the 6th best defensive efficiency team overall, but I just think that in this case, Washington being ranked 326, not being able to put up the points, I'm going to take Washington State.
Oh, okay. Mindy's taking those points with the Cougs. I'm sorry, laying the 1.5 with the Cougs, but Scotch is on Washington. Hosehead on Washington here. All right. Yeah, I didn't know where you were going with that, actually, Mindy. I almost was.
A road team. They're 5-1.
Yeah, I was almost convinced you were going to take the home dog there, but Scotch is on the Huskies. But Fernando says Washington State is the move. He's with you here. I'm going to take the under in this one with these two, mostly because of Washington State. I think if you're going to get your win, Brent says Washington State. I think it'll have to be an under. I don't know how you feel about that, but
it's one of those. I think it's probably going to be because the defenses. I mean, pretty much probably outweigh the offense a little bit here in the matchup. If you just take a look at just the sheer numbers of it all, I think defense is going to outweigh the offensive production, no matter how you look at it.
First meeting, 107 points. Washington State did not cover the spread. They won by 5, but they were favored by 7, but it was a low-scoring game. And you know how it is when it's a low, right? I mean, those points become ever so valuable. So they won by 5, were favored by 7. Shannon with me here. Take the under. I'm going to go under. Washington State 10-20 to the under this year. 4-11 to the under on the road. Washington is definitely an over team for the most part this season, but Washington State's going to need to keep this one low. and 120 I-120s is what I was looking at. So hello, Gerardo. Hello. Always great to have you. And so Mindy's on the Cougars here, and I'm on the under, and that's a look at college basketball. Were there any requests out there? I mean, I saw some games were talked about, but I didn't know if there was any.
I did not see any.
Okay. Big card. And,
Consensus.
good luck, everybody, today on that. Walking Spotted Bear does have concerns, injury concerns, he says, with the Washington State game. I could just give a cursory check here. We don't want to let anybody down, and at least read off of the injury report. So Williams questionable, Fuller questionable. Those are the, I would say, significant injuries there for Washington. And DeYoung for Washington State, probable. Okay, thank you, Jim. Appreciate you. Kool-Aid 2417 joining us for the first time. Thank you to Kool-Aid. I don't know if you want to preview that first game up, Mindy. That's that early game. I have a premium in that Alabama, South Alabama Appalachian State game. I don't know if if you want to pop in on that one. There's a couple of requests coming in late.
I can just give, a little bit of a lean if you'd like. I was going to go ahead and take a look at over the total on the Appalachian State, South Alabama. I know he's looking for a side, so I'm going to go ahead and say App State would be my lean in this one. I just don't have South Alabama covering those points. That's kind of where I'm at right now. But again, it's not my favorite, but I can go ahead and give a lean of where I'm at with doing this one pretty quick.
Okay,
I would rather do the total than the side for me.
And what was it though, Mindy?
Oh yeah, well I forgot already. Let me go back.
Oh, okay. Did you say?
I lean towards Appalachian State.
Oh, on the side. Oh,
on the side. But I would like over the total of 130 would be my better play.
Okay.
But again, this is probably a game that I'm giving you like in my ranking system. Like let's just say if 50 is good, this is like a 6. So it's not a real. I don't have a real big trend for you on this.
Okay. Well, and as I said, I mean, to me, it looks like the Sharps definitely want to be on the over in this game. So, if anything, I think I would probably not mind your position there. But like I said, I'm still just leave it at that. Sorry, we don't have a great preview of that one. Yeah. As I said, I've got a 3-pack up there, including that first game, Appalachian State and South Alabama. So the other one, let's see, Kool-Aid liked also another early game with Illinois State and Northern Iowa. Mindy, I've got another premium there, so I didn't know. And again, these are the kind of the early starts, but we certainly can maybe touch on it a little bit. Northern Iowa is the favorite here by 4, and the total's 135 against Illinois State.
I lean to Northern Iowa. I have them winning by 5.5. So it's really, really close. Not a whole lot of variance in there, but I do have this one going over the total. That would probably be my better play on this one regarding consensus there.
Okay, I won't comment too much about the type of game that I might be expecting. My premium pick is on the total, so I'll just not comment about the type of game. I'll just give out my pick, And if anything, it's going to give us a premium consensus. Minnie, I know you're not strong on it, and I'm mediocre on it as well, but I do like the Northern Iowa side. My window, you know, does go up to 8 points, but my median is closer to 6. It wouldn't necessarily be enough for premium for me, like it was on the total. But I'll take. How about if we take Northern Iowa as a,
Okay,
premium consensus play here?
let's do it.
In
Let's
this
do
one,
it.
is anybody on that here? So
And then I think he was looking for a couple different ones here.
okay.
So he's looking for over under on Arkansas State and Troy and FIU La Tech.
Okay. Well, Arkansas State and Troy, that's another of the early starts. So you were saying they were specifically requesting a total. That might be okay to look at. I have the side in that game, so I won't uh, divulge too much as far as my opinion of the game. I might agree or disagree with you if you're on the. Is that what they were looking at? Was the total?
Yeah. So specifically, it said, do you have the over under on Arkansas State and Troy?
Oh, okay. Okay, let's get that up there then. Here's Arkansas State and Troy. Troy -7, maybe even 7.5 at some spots. And the total here is 133.5.
Yeah, I'd maybe lean to Troy is kind of how I'm looking at this, but I do like over the total in this one. I have it kind of going way over in one of these models. So I have a wide range, right? I have a over between 2 and 22. So that's a little bizarre. But again, all of my, formulas here do go to the over. I'm going to take over 133.5.
The first move right out of the gate from the Sharps was to the over. There looks like there's been buyback, but I like the move to the over. And I'm willing to join you here, Mindy, and give us another premium consensus. I don't know if the chat wants to bury us or if we can give them some winners. But I'm willing to agree with you on this one. Again, my pick is on the side, so won't divulge too much how I think it's going to go down. I'll take the over with you though, if you'd like. And hey, we're gonna have another. I think that's 4 college games now. All of a sudden,
5
with
right?
5. Okay, with some of these games, I almost lost track of you guys in the chat a little bit. I'm sorry if I missed any of the games. Running back here, I know Curtis, he liked South Alabama. Jose was on South Alabama. So I know I missed some of the picks there on some of the games because I was typing in the new panel. Sorry, guys, but your picks are recorded there in the chat, certainly. Mindy, while we're done with college and transitioning to NHL, how much does a premium pick cost exactly?
Well, we have the option of doing one play per day, according to Tony's rules, that we can put as our kind of introductory, like best pick of the day in any of the sports. And that's a $15 play. Other than that, if you're looking at just individual plays on every play that we put out, those single-handedly come up as $25 picks. Everything is guaranteed on those. But you can get a package of premium plays, and that's when you really make, the cost really goes down. So say if we do a $30 3-pack, of course, then the plays are $10 each. And the longer out you go, so if you get a 3-day, then you're getting probably plays at $1 or $2. If you get year, you're probably getting cents on the dollar plays. So that's kind of how we look at that there. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for and what the best option would be for you. I mean, we always think something a little bit longer term to stick with us, especially how me and Ramon are pretty hot right now, to kind of stick with some of the hotter cappers and get those costs per play down.
Great. Well said. And Kool-Aid, so we haven't met you before. Maybe you've seen a few shows or maybe it's your first time. So, we're giving out all these free plays. That's what we do on the Mornings team, give out free sports picks. But the premium plays we do save as our best picks. And yes, quite frankly, Mindy said it. If you look over at Tony'sPicks.com, there's a fully tracked. All the picks are tracked. We can't make up the records there. We just put in the games like we're betting them almost. And here's the other thing, Kool-Aid, that if, for example, we've both been very hot. I had a bad day in the NBA. I went 6-2 in college. I got the reverse sweep, 0-3. All the subscribers. Sorry about that, you guys. I know we were hot, but those people that did buy that NBA package, and I probably cost them a few hundred. So I feel real bad, feel terrible about that. Hopefully, they were already playing with a little house money off of the great hot streaks that we've been on. But here's the thing, Kool-Aid. If you buy a pack, $30 for 3 plays, 5 plays, set whatever it is, and it doesn't produce a profit, you're going to get to do at least come back again the next day with me or another handicapper, or Mindy and another handicapper, and use those credits again to buy more picks. Hopefully it evens up right there, at least gives you a winning experience, and you stay on board with us. We want to win that package right out of the gate, of course. Doesn't always work that way. You guys know that. Even in just regular sports betting, it doesn't always work that way. So appreciate the contribution, appreciate the viewership as well. No one's required to buy the picks, but we are going to talk about them every time on this show. This is our, it's our infomercial, Mindy, in a way, with 90-minute infomercial.
Right.
It's like we're on in the middle of the night,
Right.
trying to sell sports picks. So, but here come free plays. The idea of this show would be to, picking up winners that you're like, hey, give me those best plays, and I've won enough money on the free plays, and now let me step it up. Again, if you've been betting Mindy's plays this year, $100 plays, you're up $5,500. And if you're up $5,500, you probably have already started to step it up over $100 plays. You're probably up, I don't know. Who's up? I wish someone would come in here and go, I'm up 20 times with Mindy. All right. Let's get into the NHL now and get rolling here and try to end the show in a normal time. This is a big card. Penguins and Lightning. Lightning favored here, $1.65. I'll fire up the goalie computer. I saw 2 confirmed goalies. Neither of these are one of them or 2 of them, but Lightning here favored $1.65.
I'm going to try to go over the total today. I mean, I kind of like the Lightning, but to me, they're kind of priced a little bit too high today. So the over's 5-0, Penguins less 5, after allowing 2 goals or less in the previous 5-0-2, and the Lightning's less 7, scoring 2 goals or less in the previous game there as well. Penguins putting up 4 goals a game, Lightning almost 4 goals a game as well. Should be a good one. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and take the over.
Butterscotch on Pittsburgh here. I'm against Butterscotch again. In fact, I'm against Butterscotch so big time that I'm going to give out Tampa puck line as my play on the show at plus 140 or so, and lay the goal and a half here against Pittsburgh. Actually, you could take the money line if you feel more comfortable. $6. Not going to complain about $1.65. I'll just I don't know. Seems like I've been hitting some dogs on the show. I'm willing to take a puck line favorite here at plus money. So give me the Lightning on the puck line in this one, Mindy.
Sounds good.
Yep. Want to say hello to Solo. I don't know what's going on there, but welcome.
Han Solo.
We're here. Anyone? We're here.
If the next words are Mindy, I'll know.
We are responding.
If it's Mindy ? You can move on.
Senators and Rangers. Rangers here minus $1.65. The total is moving down here. It's 6.5 flat, and this one even could move lower. I think we're starting to see. Maybe that means that Sogard might not be in there. Maybe they actually will end up with Talbot here. I'm going to refresh and see if there's been any changes. So definitely a move, though, to the under in this game.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take the Senators here on the puck line. Give me a little bit of room. I kind of think the Senators might be able to take this game, but uh, I'm not quite sure. So I'd rather give myself a goal extra and take the Senators on the puck line minus about 170 ish.
It's Senators puck line for me as well, Mindy, no matter what the goalie situation is here. Right now, showing, I believe it's going to be, I'm showing Talbot now, maybe starting to creep up there. Whoops, we'll get to that one in just a moment. Sorry about that. But, Darren, we talk about every game here. So, Solo, we've already moved out of college ball. Maybe join us in the Discord and ask. Maybe we can come back to it. I don't know. But let's see your request there for that Patriot League game. So, Mindy, yeah, I think I want to take Ottawa here with you on the puck line in this one. I mean, Ottawa, uh, man, minus a dollar. What is $1.70? Oh, ugh. But I'll do it with you.
All right.
Man, that's a big price, but I don't think I don't think there's any value in the Rangers, even at $1.65. $1.80, I didn't like. I don't like $1.65 a little bit better, but let's go ahead and take Ottawa here in this one plus a goal and a half. Rangers still puck line favorite, 16-24. It's not bad, $1.40 for them. I don't feel like we're getting much value out of this, but I like a close game here. Ottawa stays in it. Scotch is on the over, though. I did, I showed that, and I was not Scotch. I hope if you win today, Scott, remind us on Saturday. You're not. Scotch is usually the one I can always rely on to be on my
Well,
side.
no, always like it's the Rangers. I'm taking under.
Yeah, we're not. Scotch and I are.
I'm taking over.
Fernando talking about yesterday's NHL card there and the Rangers on the back-to-back after that game against the Flyers. I gave out the Flyers puck line on the show, and that was a winner.
A winner
there. So, okay. Here's the Predators now taking on the Panthers. The Panthers, pretty big favorite here. Big favorite. Wow. $1.85.
That's really gone up.
That really has gone up here. Total 6.5 over 25. That's gone up as well.
Well, I'm going to go to the over. I kind of like Panthers, perhaps, but just too big a price to pay for that, if you ask me. Over is 6-1. The Predators last 8 on a day's rest. 7-1. Panthers last 8. When their opponent scores 2 goals or less in that previous game, Predators 3-2 over the last 5, scoring 4 goals a game. Panthers also 3-2, scoring 3.5 goals per game in their last 5. I'm going to go ahead and go over the total.
Yeah, maybe the Panthers can get that extra goal to get it over. I do lean to the over for sure. Okay, I'm going to get on board because of Scotch. I really don't feel that comfortable. Oh, thank you, Fernando. I understand. I don't feel that comfortable with this over, but I do favor the over here. Really thought it would come lower, and I don't like the fact that the juice has even gone up in the game. So most of my model is kind of below this number, but I think the indications are that it will be an over game. I mean, this move indicates that maybe a blowout. I don't know. I would actually probably find a way to end up on Nashville here, but again, I just always hate the $1.60 to take that puck line. Man, I'd rather take 2.5 goals and at minus 275 or something. Right. So let's go ahead and take the over in this game at 6.5. I wish it wasn't that high, and I hope it doesn't come back to bite us. I'm going to take the over with you, Mindy.
Sounds good. Consensus play number 9.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Still got quite a few to go.
Kraken on the road. Need I say more? They're taking on the Red Wings here. Kraken are up to a minus $1.20, and the total 6.5 under 20.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the under in this one today, Ramon. Kind of like it. The under is 3-1 Kraken's last 4, following a win. Under 6-1 Red Wings last 7. I'm gonna go ahead and take the under here. Scoring Red Wings 1.75 a game, Kraken 2.75 a game.
Lots of support for the Kraken. A great spot for the Kraken, but a better spot for the under for sure. I was feeling a little uncomfortable with that last game. I don't feel uncomfortable here getting on board with this one, Mindy. I want to go with the under here. Seattle 3-7 to the under in their last 10, and Detroit 11-19 to the under at home. Let's take the under here. Everybody's on Seattle in this one. I like Seattle all the time. So thank you, Tanner. Yep. 90 minutes a day at least, but that's okay. I'm really getting into it with everybody. So we appreciate all the support, even if we lose 10 viewers during hockey.
During hockey.
And Latifah's been busy this week. We've had all these games, and she hasn't been able to join us. Maybe Saturday, huh?
Right.
Okay. Let's take a look next at we're hot on these picks all of a sudden. Buffalo and Boston. But Boston here, one of Mindy's favorite games. They're down to 280. Maybe there's actually
only 280.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll find a way to get him in some sort of weird, big money line parlay or something. I mean, I love the Bruins here, but just too much. I can't. I mean, I won't play that. Not that I can't. I just won't. Just kind of my own rules that I've always set for myself. I'm going to go ahead and go over the total. I do like this one here today going over. Sabres last 5 games playing on Wednesdays. Rest is 5-0. The over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings here in Boston as well. Going to go over.
I'm going to take the Buffalo Sabres on the puck line. I don't think, maybe they can't win at this price at $2.50 or so, but I don't know. The latest numbers say Buffalo is now the most profitable road team in the league.
Nice.
Unlike the Devils, where they win every game and they're a slight favorite, the Sabres win just enough games as a huge dog to make them the most profitable team. So it's games like these where you can get, plus 250 or something on your units and really build it up. They might not win this game. I've got Buffalo to hang in there. They're minus 1.5 at probably minus 110 or so, maybe even a little better at the sharp books. I'm going to take Buffalo. Puck line, Mindy.
Yeah.
On the over.
I like that Sabres play, Ramon. It's like right outside of my realm of playing, but that would be my lean. So I do think that's a great pick.
I love to say when I'm agreeing also with Mindy on the secondary play that isn't official. In this one, that's not necessarily, I'm afraid, the case. I think
right. I got you.
But again, I mean, I'm going to, I can't necessarily, because here's the thing, Buffalo's going to, what are they going to do? Slow down maybe that is the answer. I mean, Anderson can do it. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And, if Ullmark is indeed, in goal, at least you have, let's see if there's been confirmation in all since no. In fact, maybe Luukkonen ends up in there. Doesn't change what I'm doing. Doesn't change what I'm doing in the game. But okay, so we've got some support. Hey, Hood Homie is here today. Wow, Hood Homie here today.
Awesome.
Great to have you.
Likes the over. I like it.
Know that Hood Homie was not. I know we set the record. I think that was a record 115. Did anybody see 115? Is that the record?
118 was the record.
118. So I know that
that's our new record.
May not have been here. He agrees with Mindy, and I'm going to make Hood Homie viewer number 118, even though it was a while ago.
Oh wait,
Because I
Scott
like
said 119. So yeah, Hood Homie
okay.
is number 119.
Hood Homie gets the designation as the record-setting chat member
Hooray!
today, mostly just because I like Hood Homie's name. He's
Right.
a homie from the hood. That's what I believe that is supposed to mean.
Or a hoodie.
So, all right, butterscotch is there. Okay, butterscotch buttering me up a little bit after disagreeing maybe with, or let's just say that's his hockey lock. So I don't think he's going to do it just to make it seem like we're back on the same page. I do think that that's Scotch's lock, and I'm glad I'm on it. Greg's on it too. Burley's on it too. Scott says, they are a great road team. Okay. Yeah. Gerardo has got Jordan Spieth plus 450 live in our golf tournament.
Live. All right.
Hey, well, yeah. Well, I believe that maybe some golfers have hit the course. So, in fact, yeah, I see Scotty Scheffler off to a pretty good start. I went pretty chalky today. Pretty chalky with the tournament. I basically played let's see what we got here. Okay, how about um, I just want these favorites to come home. I mean, this is a tough course, so I expect the cream to rise to the top. John Rahm plus 700, Rory plus 800. Maybe how about 20 units? $20 each on these. Scheffler, I did play already at 11-1. How about just taking him for a quick 10 or $20 right now? He's down to 5-1, so he's obviously off to a pretty good start. I haven't seen the leaderboard yet, but I took him at 11-1. He's down to 5-1 early. Max Homa, maybe you could put a little something on Max Homa, 22-1, and Tyrell Hatton. I have another small play at 33-1. Those are outrights at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. All right. Thank you, Gerardo, getting those in. Gerardo took Spieth live, first round leader plus 450. He's down to 16-1 overall to win the tournament.
I like Arnold Palmer's.
Yeah. Okay, Walking Spotted Bear. See you later. John Todd here today. Nice to have you, John Todd. Talking about Sam in there, Sam Houston yesterday. So, all right. Butterscotch top of that good Buffalo record. Okay, let's keep going here. We got to get this show over with. I think Stars, Blackhawks, the Stars here. Hey, watch out, Stars. I don't know what's going on here, but the Stars, the Blackhawks are a favorite in this one. And I think they might be down. No, they're up. They're 245, and the total 6/15.
Still don't want to talk about the Stars, but I'm talking about them again. They're 2-3 over the last 5, allowing 3 goals per game, but not to the Coyotes, I guess. Blackhawks 3-2, giving up 3.5 goals here over their last 5. I'm gonna go ahead and look to the under in this one. I kind of like, Blackhawks on the puck line a little bit, that sort of thing. But again, I don't, Blackhawks, I don't know what they're always doing all the time. I think the under for me is a little bit better play. 6-0 in the Stars' last 6 game, playing on no days rest. The under 7-0 in the Blackhawks last Thursday games, Ramon. And today is a Thursday.
We're hot on these picks here today in hockey, so I'm on the under for sure in this one. Dallas 7-21 now on the road to the under. Chicago does play some over games. Curtis is on Chicago. Scotch says Dallas puck line. Chicago with the trade of Kane. So, will that be a factor? I don't know. I think the Blackhawks could be pretty live here, maybe for a puck line play. But let's go under 6 for sure.
Under.
It was going to be a premium, Mindy, I think, but we'll just put it in as a
premium.
We need winners here with Team Steam. Team Steam needs a big day. I'll tell you that. Too much flatlining this week with Team Steam. Next up is Maple Leafs on the road, just a $1.15 here. Oh wow, Mindy, the Flames are favored now in this one. Maybe the betting public or maybe the sharps think that this trip is just getting a little long here. How about the Flames are favored? They're $1.20 at some spots now. The Flames have moved to the favorite for sure in this one.
Interesting. I like the Maple Leafs at about minus 107, or what'd you say, minus 115. And now I get plus money. I'm taking them. I'm taking the Maple Leafs here today. 3-1 over the last 4, putting up 4 goals a game. Flames only 1-3, only putting up 3. I'm going to take the Maple Leafs here today with plus money.
All right. Scotch is on them. Burley's on them. I had him as a premium yesterday, and it didn't work. Yeah, right. It didn't work out. I mean, I was so confident. I had him as a premium, and I always bet my premiums. And I'm like, I'm going to bet him again. That was a bad move. I doubled down a little bit on, should have known better with Edmonton, and now we'll see. Travel back down to Calgary, play this one. I'm going to go to the well with Mindy. We're going heavy in hockey today, and I'm going to take. Scott says don't take the Flames as a favorite. Now we got Toronto as a dog, so maybe that will change our fortunes a little bit.
Right.
I would think that Toronto could bounce back here against Calgary. Let's do it. Let's take Toronto 5-3 as an underdog this year. So doesn't happen too often. Oh right. Man, Mindy, we're playing a lot of hockey games here.
We are. We're up to consensus number 12.
Oh gosh, I probably won't have any premiums in NHL. Doesn't matter as long as we win these plays. I'm satisfied. Okay, Wild and Canucks. The Wild are minus $1.60, and the total is 6 under 15 now. I'm seeing some 6s, but I'm seeing 6 under 15. I'm also seeing a Thatcher Demko sighting. I'm going to check the goalies to make sure. Yep, and Fleury is one of the confirmed goalies here for the Wild. He is confirmed in, and maybe it's a Thatcher Demko night.
A Thatcher Demko night. Well, I want to go ahead and take the Wild. I like them today. It's one of those, like, again, for my premiums, I like to keep them under that minus 150. I don't think it's ever going to get there today. So for me, I think it's going to go ahead and be my freemium of the day. I'm going to go with the Wild here today.
All right, Mindy's on the Wild. I agree. This is about it. I mean, Jamal Jones, hello. It's great to have you here today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for saying good morning. Jeffrey, let's see. What was it? Curtis, Wild on the Wild, Butterscotch, Minnesota regulation. I'll take them with you, Mindy. We might as well just play every game.
All right. Sounds good to me. I love the action, Ramon.
Well, I don't like, I don't like the total. I mean, the total shifted to the under. I'm not sure where I was heading anyways with the total. I don't like Minnesota at the price, but you have no choice. I mean, I have to make a play.
And that's where I'm at too, right? So, yeah.
But look, these guys are all on Wild. So
good.
We can just chalk it up. Right. We can chalk it up to premium consensus. And instead of blaming ourselves like I always do, we'll just blame the chat if we lose this one. You guys are okay with that, right?
They're definitely not coming back now, Ramon, for sure.
We'll be back down to 9 viewers. We'll be back down to, when my old buddy was here making fun of us because we had 16 viewers.
Right. Oh, the good old days 6 months ago.
Well, we're here, Jamal, every day except Friday. we're just 2 picks away from taking 24 hours off.
Whew. It's all my fault. You guys can blame me for that. Ramon would be here 24/7 if he could.
We're working on it.
See?
Tony won't let me, hog the airwaves. Canadians and Kings. Well, the Corpusalo is going to get his first start in here. Look, the Kings love them. I don't know if they're 245 over anybody, but they are tonight against the Habs.
Yeah, that's a lot, isn't it? 245 up from 230.
We're not that hot.
But I like the under in this one. Kings giving up only 2 goals a game. And Canadians only giving up, 1 to 2 goals a game over the last, 3, especially on the road. Under 6-1 the last 7 between these two as well. Taking the under.
Thanks, John. I think we're teasing, but I think we're kidding around, but I get it too. I mean, sometimes I'm not kidding around when those results are, a lot of people,
Scotch has big shoulders, he said.
I don't want to keep making fun of our number one troll, but, like the guy, he's basically all they do is, talk about food and make picks. That's pretty much it. And I have a little sleeping, I have a little bedroom, I'm here watching games, making picks, and sleeping and eating. That's all I'm doing.
Right.
Okay. I mean, it's a job, but I mean, all right.
You enjoy your job as well.
That's right. I mean, they say that if it was my commitment to this project. I mean, I've had several jobs in my life. This is it now. This is what we're doing. Hey, I'm gonna go, Mindy. They might kick us off the air after playing so many games together. We were supposed to, but this is going to be hockey play number 7. I'm on the under with you. How can you not be on the under in this? We'll see if Corpusalo, Kings make the deal. They've shaken it up again. Are they really this good moving forward? Putting the right there at the top of the standings, but. I'm going to go under Montreal, 10-19 to the under on the road. Let's do it, Mindy. Let's see if Corpusalo can help the Kings out. Barry wants it. So Stephen Beer, thank you. Thank you. This is Tony's channel, certainly, but appreciate the comments. Butterscotch, Kings and Regulars. Barry Smith is all over us for that Euro action. I hope he can get into the Discord.
Get in Discord. Ramon can put some plays up.
I know it's, See you later, Jim. Thank you. Great contributions and welcome once again. Stephen Beer, Kings Puck Line. And it looks like TJ's on the under in this game. All right, and so are we. Mindy, wow. We're just going crazy in hockey. No, I'm never, maybe I'll just have one like $15 bet, $15 play in hockey. See if the last game
That's probably all I'm going to have, Ramon.
Blues and Sharks in this one. Can I lose more money betting the Blues over? I don't know if I can anymore, Mindy. What do you got for me? Blues and Sharks.
Was that you tipping your hat on which way you would like for me to go?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a confusing statement, right? I'm saying, can I lose any more going on the over? So
right. So that means you're saying, Mindy, would you like to take an under with me? Which is kind of where I would like to go. Sharks are 1-4 over their last 5 games, scoring 2 goals a game. Blues 0-5 in their last 5 games, scoring only 2 goals a game here as well. I know Ramon likes the over, but I'm going under in this one. The Blues are 7-1-4 in the last 12, playing on a day's rest to the under. 6-1 in the Sharks' last 7, playing on a day's rest to the under. I'm going under 6.5 goals, Ramon.
Okay, yeah, probably like the over. How often can I take the Blues over and keep losing? I mean,
and then
no
John's like, this game's definitely going over.
At this point. I'm sorry I've cost everyone they're behind on their, People Magazine subscriptions because I can't get the Blues total ever right. So, Looks like John saying this game. Yeah, this game's going over. Can't trust the Blues goaltending. Looks like Bennington, right? Let me see. Reimer is confirmed. He's the confirmed San Jose goalie. So Butterscotch on St. Louis. You better believe it, Butterscotch. That one's gonna be. If I it might have one premium. Oh no, I'm sorry, Mindy. I'm taking St. Louis right here on the show. That's what I'm doing. I'm not challenging you
Okay.
with it. Maybe I'll just go lose a premium. In it. So
Good.
yeah, I really want to help Barry. Let's see. I mean, I'm worried that Barry can't make it. I don't have any I don't really have any Euro League, but I want to help him out. Maybe if I can just I don't know if I could pop up the Steam here of the Euro plays, Mindy. If I could, I'd like to do that for him. There was some Steam. Some of these lines might be old. Let me see if I can just do. We'll get out of here, Mindy. Go ahead and wrap it up.
Oh yeah, let's put our picks in.
Yeah, do that while I try it. We won't.
It'll take me forever to write this down.
Yeah, you're good point too. So
We're at
that'll give me
14
a minute to see if
consensus.
I
We haven't
can
had that
get
many
this.
in. I don't remember
Stay
how
with
long.
me. Stay with me here, Barry. See if I can at least get you this Euro Steam direct from the major line service. I'll try to flash it up on the screen that way. But maybe try to get in the Discord. I did put a link up for the Discord in the chat. It's way up at the top. I can try to do it again here real quick because we're going to get out of here. 2 hours. Sorry, everybody. Hope everybody wins. Hope it's worth your time.
It was shorter than yesterday's show.
Okay, I get it.
Same amount of games. We did all right.
Okay, a little bit more comments here on this last game, I think. I think John says can't trust the Blues goaltending or the Sharks goaltending. San Jose bad at home. Yeah, St. Louis actually decent road as well. But here's Steven, Blues and under. So he's agreeing with me and agreeing with both of us in this game. Here, Hood Homie says, watch out for. Oh, that's in the Kings game. Okay, here's the picks. Let me see here. This is NBA. That's all we had. Warriors and Sixers.
Yes. Which sounds like total wins to me.
If I can get the right picture up there okay. All right. Here is the Euro Steam today. So if you're interested in these games again, and also make sure you're not getting the word because these games have already moved, no doubt about it. But Zvezda, Bayern, Zvezda, and Bayern. See, look, in that one, they actually moved on the same game, so you're going to have to make a determination there. So the move came in first on it first came in on Bayern, then came in on Zvezda. So maybe just neutralize those. Don't even get involved in that one. But there's Zvezda and Bayern under, Zalgiris and Barcelona under, Berlin and Partizan over, and Maccabi and Monaco over. So hopefully that gets you started on your day. I don't know, tail or fade is definitely something to consider as well. But that is for our new friend in the chat on that Euro action, and just appreciate him sticking around for that. All right, there's our Mindy giving us that. I think I also saw here comes the college action. Wow, we're heavy. We are heavy. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, John. Join us. Hey, post your winning tickets in the Discord. We like to see them before, but we don't mind if you're showing them afterwards. Again, when we see them after, it's not a lot of, I don't say not credibility, but just we like that you won. Not worried about. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Greg. Get a King. Great to see you here. Michigan +5, Wisconsin +4, USC +1.5, Northern Iowa -4, and Arkansas State over 133.5.
More wins.
Okay. Team Steam heavy today. If you miss our picks, you can subscribe to them over at tonyspicks.com. Of course, they're always free here on the show, but you can go over to our website, tonyspicks.com, and say you're going to miss the show, you're going to be out of town, not able to watch, but you still want those premium picks, especially on a day like today. I'd say you're at least getting a good buy. Click on the morning steam, and there the packages are available for purchase. NHL this year in the NHL, we are up 16 units. College basketball, we're up 4.5 units. You can pick up the morning steam plays, and I say us, I mean Mindy and I and you guys in the chat. Barry, I did just post the Discord link just a couple minutes ago, I believe. Just scroll back, and you'll see it there, Discord, followed by a link that you can click on. John Todd says, what is our Twitter handle? Let me get that for you. Oops. Let's see if I can. Oh, gosh, Mindy. We want to end the show here. All right. I have no idea what I'm doing. There we go. That's at Tony's Picks Mindy. Get free picks from Mindy. I'm at Ramon Scott Media or at Tony's Picks Ramon.
And then I'm at the two old ladies that won at Twitter, on Twitter.
And here comes Mindy with those last plays. Thank you, Barry. Okay, that clears it up. I'll take Zvezda with you since that looks like two-way steam on that game. So, all right. There's Senators puck line, Panthers over, Kraken under, Stars under, Maple Leafs money line, Wild money line, Habs under. Wow. Let's go. Butterscotch got
18.25 is the money line on that. Wow. Or I mean the odds on that. Crazy.
On his parlay. Is that some of our plays or all of his? I didn't even check.
Oh, it's a combination of all of ours.
Okay.
Right. So I think you had Buffalo. We had the Senators. We had the Leafs. You had St. Louis. We both had the Wild. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a pretty good combo.
Thanks, everybody. We'll get out of here right now. We'll catch you on Saturday with more morning steam. We'll see how this goes with our big hockey today. I couldn't help myself. So, some days we've got 1 out of 10, Mindy,
and today we have 7.
Like all upset. What was I doing wrong? Ramon wasn't agreeing. I don't know. No,
I don't ever think that.
No. All right.
I know we do a lot of the same. I get it.
Great job, everybody. All right. We'll see you. Thanks again for the record viewership today as well. I'm sure we'll set it again very, very soon. But, on the days you least expect it, I guess, Mindy. All right.
Exactly.
For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us. See you Saturday.
Bye-bye.